Namaste. In our Indian tradition, we don't take trees as are only something trees. We give them personality, we give them some importance, and we take them as a member of the society, member of our families. For example, everywhere you will find all over this banyan tree. Yes, it is very important, and once a year we are worshipping it also, we are communicating with it. This people tree, Buddha tree we call, that is also another tree which will be there always, and so many times the members of the village, they have a meeting below such tree in the evening or every day or once a week at least. Why it should be? This plant Tulsi, everybody loves so much, and this Tulsi plant is there in every house. Wherever there is a door entry, front door, back door, side door, then you will find one Tulsi plant growing there. What must be the reason? They all purify the air and they give more oxygen. You see, every person have, we have to take about 11,000 liters of air every day. The oxygen inside is hardly 20% oxygen, and out of this, when there are problems or when there is a pollution, and then we will have less oxygen or it will not be so much effective, plus our lungs will be filled up with this polluted material, and also we will have less oxygen. These trees help us therefore, and we need to have these trees. Now in the world, India, unluckily, I am sorry to mention, or I am not feeling proud of it, but it is, I have to tell that there are 28 trees per person. They were, I do not know, after this 50, almost 40-50% loss of greenery, they are giving this figure, but these are old figures I think. So 28 trees, while we say that 9,000 trees per person are in Canada, or in Russia there may be 4,500 trees, or in Brazil there are 1,500 trees per person. So these trees, they emit so much oxygen, and this oxygen also help us. Along with it, also the food comes from all greenery. So we get different fruits and all the food. So the trees are very important, and out of that this Tulsi is very, very important. I made some experiments, and I had put here on the leaf the skin resistance, the electrodes there, and the other one we have connected to the graph, and when we start it, because it is a life inside, the graph is showing. As soon as you cut here and the branch is falling here, still the graph goes. So in Indian culture we say they don't become stale. If you take so nice plant or some other plant and we put the electrode and we cut, the moment we cut, the line will become flat. There is no energy inside. So Tulsi is very strong and it is very important. So I am going to say, in the present times when there are shortages of oxygen, shortages of all the equipments like ventilators and all this, we need to do some home remedies till other things are available, or the doctor suggests something and offers also. The hospitals has placed a bed and oxygen, or all this is there. So what we should do with Tulsi, it is a very simple technique, that we take some Tulsi leaves, crush them, and naturally the sick person is lying there, so he can do it more number of times, in between he can stop, again he can do. The second thing what we do is that take such small Tulsi, some 4-5 leaves, and a very hot water we should try to add, and then keep it for long time and drink this water a little. 2-3 times in a day you can do this, and you will find your oxygen levels is going up. Now, when I have here this pulse meter and I put my finger inside, see, it is 96, and now and the pulse is 79, but we need to understand mainly the 96, that is the oxygen level. Now, we remove this. Now, I take this water, I take some tulsi more, smell it, or for some time when the patient is always having problem of this oxygen, breathing problem, not only oxygen, then we make such tulsi ban. Means it is a small club of tulsis, so many tulsis are organized here. I had done this for one time to our great political leader, the Bala Saheb Thackeray, and that time he was sitting there and getting so much benefit. So, if you are inside, I touch this more, this is there, and then now I look if something goes up, and it is not so much fast, a little time we have to give, but I still look what happens. See, I have earned 2 points, 98. So, this is how you can add more, and your safe values will come. You can drink this water. My oxygen level, I am doing everyday pranayam. So, and we have this garden, sit in the garden, and these tulsis, they are, I love them like anything. While going, coming, I say hello and go. So, I have oxygen immediately reacting to me. So, this we can take, and please save yourself, because there will be this shortage for some time and we need more pranic force. The pran is keeping us alive, not the oxygen. The air has oxygen, but the mounting of pran, that is a energy wave, and that can be mounted only on oxygen. And therefore, when we take oxygen, the pranic force also comes. But only oxygen does not make you life, because the life does not come from oxygen. If a person is dead and you give him oxygen, he will not get up again, because by oxygen he is not alive, he was alive by pranic force. And when we have more oxygen, the pranic force is more, immunity is more strong, and the person has a good confidence. Please try. This is a home remedy, it will help you in this emergency, but just don't do this and sit quiet. Afterward, check yourself, let the doctor check, and you get the other facilities when they are available also.